Who is Mary Ann? Well, that seems like a good place to start. The one that Seymour was supposed to protect. Something happened in Elias, resulting in Seymour's damage and her disappearance, and we will never find out what that is unless you ask Mary Ann. Where is she, and what is her relationship with Mary Ann? The talkative Mary Ann. The talkative Mary Ann. The one we met in Anapalsis, but okay, I guess. Mary Ann, who were a fairy tale without an ending. She refused our visit, but she mentioned her memories from the Narcissus Cruise Institute. It sounded like she was waiting for everyone to return to the Institute ruins. Oh, you like that? The memories of the Institute. The only person who grew up in the Narcissus Cruise Institute and has a matching background is Mary Ann Guillotin. Mary Ann has Mary Ann Guillotin's memories. No shit. The memories of waiting in the ruins. The person who once waited within the deserted ruins for everyone's return was Lyris, the former director. So the director took on Mary Ann's memories. Is that not what we're specifying? Mary Ann has Lyris's memories. Oh, are you arguing the opposite of what I'm arguing? I was saying that Lyris, as an Oceanid, took on Mary Ann's memories for her. But are you saying that Mary Ann... Oh, I'm supposed to be using quotation Mary Ann, aren't we? Okay. A member of the Narcissus Cruise Order from several hundred years ago. Her whereabouts afterward are unknown. She is also the only other Oceanid involved other than Anne. Okay, well that goes to that. What? Mary Ann is Lyris. Oh, okay. No, you are arguing what I'm arguing. If so, then Mary Ann is Lyris. Another piece of evidence we have is that they can both use Oceanid powers to control Anapalsis. I mean, yes, but the problem you're going to run into is how is it possible that Lyris is this strong when Lyris has been purported to be kind of dumb, let's just say, and therefore of not great strength, although I don't know why there's a correlation between the two. So how is the weak, dumb as batshit Lyris capable of all of this when it's been said that you need great power and intelligence to do this? That's the hurdle I can't get past. So I need them to explain that to me, although we've still got a connection here. What am I associating that to? Marianne's memories. Mary Ann is that younger sister. If so, then Mary Ann is Mary Ann Guillotin. They have the same name and matching memories. That doesn't really help. Their identities are contradictory. But how can she be both people at the same time? Because she's a creation by two different people? Lyris and Mary Ann somehow create New Oceanid? Lyris's abilities. This must mean that Lyris, an Oceanid, probably has special powers that she is unaware of. Lyris's abilities. I don't know. I don't know what you want from me. Dissolving and the personality and will. Wait. Her job in the Order was to dissolve the members' egos. What could have happened between... That's just... Yep, that's just a weird concept, but sure. What could have happened between her and the missing Mary Ann Guillotin? Well, again, I assume they must have known each other then. Interesting. For some reason, Lyris dissolved Mary Ann Guillotin's personality. And afterward, their wills, now mixed, began to dream. They dreamed of a simple world where the princess is saved and the evil dragon gets killed, where the heroes are always pressing onward. So it's Mary Ann's will that made Lyris become more than she was. Okay. They dreamed of a world where everything was simple and had an answer, as long as Anne was there. Thus, Anne and Mary Ann were born. We've put the pieces of the cases that were floating all over the algae sea back together. It's just an empty box, even after being put together, but we've finally figured out what the lost pearl should look like. What are you trying to say, Caterpillar? Yeah, I'll agree with you. He was a bit flowery. He was indulging in purple prose when it wasn't necessary. Wait, don't give Paimon any hints. She's going to figure this out on her own. Oh, good fucking luck. We pieced together a good guess from the clues, but the truth is still unproven? Well, the only way you could prove it is by gathering facts that back it up, i.e. you speak to Marianne. Of course, my speech analysis module has determined that Miss Paimon is correct. Actually, I meant that we may never know the truth, but I'm afraid we have no choice but to accept this conjecture. So, Lunara, is this the secret of my birth? I'm afraid I can't accept something like this right away. I understand, Mazan. It's a shocking fact, and it'll require you to accept yourself again. Why? She already knew that she was a construct. Now that she has context to the creation of her being a construct, wouldn't it be more grounding rather than confusing or shocking? I don't know. I guess I'm more logical and rational than most people. Other people use their emotions. But I don't think it should be that difficult to do so. After all, knowing your past does not require abandoning everything about the present. True. I do not understand the specific context of this discussion, but I would like to add that I do not believe I am different from how I was before suffering disc damage. Even though you insist on addressing me as a silly dog, my identification number is still 4ACV07. Come on, it's not that serious. I promised Lunara that I would accept this conclusion as long as it's reasonable. Well, we gave you a reasonable conclusion. Then I have a suggestion, one that resolve Miss Anne's quandary and put a stop to Nazis and Cruz's plans. What plans? When have we ever discussed Nazis and Cruz's plans, other than what Alan Geertsen and his crew were doing back in the day? Nazis and Cruz. Oh, Power remembered now. You mentioned him before, Caterpillar. Just who is he, huh? Well, simply put, the leader of the Nazis and Cruz Auto. I mean, that much was obvious. Did you really need to spell it out like that? Sounds like you got an impressive resume. But isn't Nazis and Cruz Auto always up to no good? Wouldn't that make him the nastiest of the lot? Of course, during my time with my master, creator, and the other Marechaussee hunters, we devoted most of our time to hunting the Auto down. Huh? I'm so confused. It doesn't help that I've forgotten everything that we learned months ago and regarding Graz's story. So the Marechaussee hunters were formed from Auto members to then hunt down Auto members. Is that the correct conclusion? I don't remember. As I said before, the goal of Elina's operation was to capture or eliminate Nazis and Cruz as well. However, my memory does not contain any intelligence regarding his involvement. That's a given. Looking back at it now, he was merely using us as bait. And I wasn't the only one. It was the same for Jacob, Lyris, and many others in the Auto. I'm afraid the Elina's operation was probably never more than a red herring with the goal of leading you and Geertsen away to buy him more time to execute his true plans. Remember the doomsday clock I mentioned? Not really. It's what the Auto considers the countdown to the apocalypse, right? Oh! I have vague recollections of this now, yes. To be more precise, it's the apocalypse as calculated by the world formula. This planet itself should survive just fine, though. What about the people on it? Just because the planet survives doesn't mean that everything else survives. The beast of the stars shall drink the amniotic fluid of the world dry. Ugh, could you have phrased that better? 100 years more, and all surface life shall be wiped away. Okay, yeah, there you go. Case in point. The planet may survive. Once life on the surface is wiped out, only that which is underwater will remain. Can a planet full of fish eventually rise up to the ocean of stars? Yeah, the mermaids have become humans, don't you worry. That's how evolution works, right? The thought of all terrestrial life going extinct is pretty spooky, but when you say things like that, it does give things a romantic ring. Sure, the death of every living person and creature on land is romantic. Thanks, Paimon. It's the heading of a Yale publishing house novel from a few years back. Mamiya brought it back to the village to learn how to paint. Oh, no wonder. Anyways, why anyways? For myself and the others gathered here, though the Nazis and Cruz Auto is the source of all our troubles, its objective and Nazis and Cruz's great purpose are actually completely selfless. He only took the actions he did because he calculated the coming of the apocalypse. He wishes to save the world. So is the world really on the verge of destruction? I believe this to be a pathological delusion caused by What? I believe this to be a pathological delusion caused by paranoia? That's way less cool than an actual doomsday inevitability. Aww, you disappoint me. Were the apocalypse real, would you be able to forgive Narcissus and Cruz? It's hard to say. I don't really know the entirety of what he did to be able to say yay or nay. No, it's a bit too early to consider such things. Thank you. You have yet to understand what happened to you, Anne. Oh, I don't care about Anne. I care about the other things. And as for you, Seymour, your hostility is a result of your programming and the duties it imposes. I suppose we must find the holy blade of Narcissus. What kind of mental gymnastics did you go through to come to this as your next statement? I don't understand. We're trying to figure out how to visit Marianne. This has brought us to consider who or what Marianne is and how she came into creation. Somehow we took a sidestep to Narcissus and Cruz, which I don't really feel was correct that we should have sidestepped thusly, but we did. Fine, great. We're talking about his purpose and his point. And now suddenly we must find the holy blade of Narcissus and Cruz? Like, can you back up and just tell me how you got from point C to point X? I'm a little confused. I'm talking about the real one, of course, as much as it may be quite strange to say that the ceremonial sort of a magic society is real. I don't know why that would be strange. Why would that be strange? I see nothing wrong with it being real. Not only will it help us stop Narcissus and Cruz's plans, but its unique powers will be able to undo the merging of wills. Okay, the latter I have no problem with. It's a magic sword, it do magic shit. Fine, don't care. What do you mean a magic sword can help us stop some dead dude's plans? First and foremost, you don't even know what his plans are, right? We don't know what plans he's put in place to try and stop the apocalypse from happening, or did we cover that and I just don't remember that? Because as far as I'm aware, we don't know what he's actually doing. So how is a magic sword going to fix that? I don't understand. We should be able to separate Lyris and Marianne, and then, Marianne, you can defeat the evil dragon Narcissus and rescue Princess Lyris. Jesus Christ, my brain is doing just spins and turns. Okay. We should be able to separate Lyris and Marianne. Yeah, boom, sword through the middle, fine. And then her, she can defeat the evil dragon Narcissus, except there is no evil dragon Narcissus because it was just part of the fairy tale. And I don't see this tiny little Oceanid killing Narcissus and Cruz, so that ain't right. And rescue Princess Lyris. Does Lyris need rescuing? Once you separate Lyris and Marianne, what further rescuing does Lyris need? Let's get moving first. That's the spirit. It might take some time to explain, so let's move out first and I'll explain when we get there. Cool, because I'm super confused about how you didn't explain how we got to this point. Actually, that's a good point I just thought of. This doesn't help us. The whole point of what we're doing is to go see Marianne. I mean, now we're talking about severing wills and making them their separate entities again. Yeah, whatever. The main point of what we're trying to do is fill in the blanks of memories by seeing Marianne. We can't see Marianne because her portal to her dimension is gone. Okay, cool. We're supposed to be finding a way to bring the portal back. But it's like we've kind of just shrugged and gone, we'll figure that out later. For now, let's go find us a sword. That still doesn't answer the question of how we're going to make the portal appear. We've just sidestepped our issue to sidestep onto this issue. It's just weird. Anyway, we're about to go to the lighthouse, I think. Oh, we probably have to do the Orthont things first. Atmospheric visibility is acceptable today. Even though you can see that tower. Enough that you can see that tower over there, yes. Sure. I passed by it earlier, actually. That building was once known to the Nazis Ordo as the Tower of Ipsissimus, but we would later call it the Tower of Gestalt? Shit. Gestalt? Yeah. Okay. It's German and it means Gestalt. So you pronounce it Gestalt. I probably should have put together the fact that we were using German because we had Nazis, you know, but then we kept having things like Narcissus and all that. So it's like, yeah, are we German? No, we are German. So Gestalt. Shit, did I already forget? Gestalt. I am not going to remember this. It was named for the idea that things that have been separated need to be combined to display their original complete form. I cannot disagree with such a statement, but I suppose I might be speaking in reverse. The heart was complete to begin with, and the mistake was divided up for separate study. The heart of what? Pamela didn't get a thing you said. The heart of the tower? It's fine, don't worry about it. Plays on words are also a trick that mysterious organizations enjoy pulling. What matters is what we must do next. Some of the vocabulary you used is missing from my semantic indexes, so I could not properly pass your meaning. But I understood the last sentence. Please tell me what I should do. Why are we so zoomed in? While investigating alone, I found a map of the Sea of Chemical marriage? Meh. You could say I found 4 seals. Here we go. So this is the one I couldn't do. I don't know if I completed that though. Could it be considered complete? I don't know. We're gonna do this though. And then we're gonna do that. Why are these lines pointing? Where are you pointing off to up here? Oh, and then there's more over this way as well. And then I assume you're pointing to something up here, but maybe I'm thinking too far ahead. And this tower is one of the locations? That's not the place we need to go. That said though, who can be sure? Perhaps our destinies will yet take us there in the future. Either way, we need to use the position of the tower to locate the other 4 places. That's why we've come here first. So what are those 4 seals for? That said, we've discovered from experience that it's usually best practice, to just break the seals and give whatever ringleader we find a good walloping. As for me, I'd like to restore the Holy Blade of Nazis. Cool, a new weapon. Well, I suppose we could also just call it the answer. I don't see how a sword is the answer, but I guess you know more than you're letting on, kid. As I said before, the Nazis Ordo once held a ceremony to remove the ego and will. The Holy Blade was used in that ritual. I remember something about that. If Lewis and Marianne's wills created Anne, and if the old me was placed in some Hillchel's body... wait a minute. Didn't we already find the Holy Blade in Nazis? No, that was Fairy Tale Land, Paimon. What? Really? Look. A wooden sword. It's the wooden sword we found during our adventures. Yes, so it is. Hey, what kind of reaction is that? What do you mean, what kind of reaction is that? We know it's a heap of trash. And we know that it's not the real sword. Perhaps you can think of it like this. That's a wooden sword found in the Nazis Institute named the Holy Blade of Nazis. That makes it more important than any ordinary wooden sword. Perhaps it might be of use when the time is right, just like the Holy Blade in the story. Yeah, I don't think so. Really? You don't need to try and make us feel better. I mean, why were you feeling bad in the first place? Got it, let's go. This is just taking weird turns. There are 4 seals in total. If my hypothesis is correct, then they should be at these locations respectively. We've been to some of them before during our adventures. I see. Did you find anything there? You describe your adventures there. I see. This proves 2 things. Firstly, my hypothesis is accurate. I guess this would diverge if you hadn't visited these locations. And the other? Secondly, the situation is grim. We need to get moving and see if we still have a chance to turn things around. What do you mean the situation is grim? You said there's no apocalypse, so it sounds like we're in a rush. Map fragment. Okay. Doesn't that match that? Whatever. I need to figure out this wish piece. Because I don't think we got it in the end. I think I have to go through the whole thing again. God damn it. How annoying. So we did the puzzles, but we didn't accomplish the actual goal of this place. Down we go. Okay. So what do you want from me? Oh, I didn't get the thingy. That's what I was meant to do. I missed that step. Oh no, it's not there. There's nothing here either. What do you mean either? What exactly are we looking for, Caterpillar? We're looking for the materials necessary to forge the Holy Blade of Narcissus. The Order was able to reproduce the 4 requisite hypothetical substances here in the material world, based on the esoteric philosophies of the Underground Kingdom and Ancient Fontaine. That was wordy, but okay. I mean, I get what he's trying to say. I do not understand. These enigmatic substances are purely experiential. You could say they are even further beyond ordinary logic than elemental power. I entered all introductory to intermediate level textbooks from the academia's Spantamud into my memory banks decades ago. There is something mysterious about elemental power. Oh, bucko, do I have a thing to tell you. Is that so? Anyway, to sum up, this is born of the confluence of traditions from Fontaine and technology from the ancient underground kingdom. And thus, 4 types of substance came into being: memory, wish, soul, and persona. To avoid any possible ambiguity, let's call them the memory piece, wish piece, soul piece, and persona piece. Why are they used to make the Holy Blade? Because they're all elements that form a blade of holiness, Paimon. In the Narcissus Crusader's brand of mystical philosophy, the temple is a microcosm of the universe. The members are stand-ins for the gods, and the holy oil is tempered willpower. The Holy Blade, on the other hand, is reason, which cuts everything open. It can only be born out of consummate human will. Quite abstruse. Abstruse? Who uses that word? That's esotericism for you. You attach yourself to anything that looks similar enough, and when this sort of thing becomes magic, fiction becomes reality. Anyway, we should make our way to the next area now. Why? We didn't get anything! We're just abandoning ship even though we found nothing? Whatever, bro. What frickin' ever. I'm going this way. Oops, sorry chair. So, gotta figure out how to get through here. Can I do it magically now? Otherwise I have no clue how to get through. I'm at a loss. I still don't know how to get through this door. This has not solved anything for me. I'm here. I just can't get in. How do I get in? Ah, you idiot. Oh, it put them back. I knew it would do that. Ah. I didn't even try to click on them. Because I thought the power was coming out. I didn't think the power was going in. Okay. I was looking at it from the wrong perspective. Which isn't my fault. It's just unfortunate. Since you can look at it from both ways. Okay. Now you released your energy and then I go over here and do the same over here. Oh. Oh no, we're fine. There we go. I could have gotten in all along. Whatever. It's fine. We're here now. Splat. Okay, so we have energy coming through there. It's filling this bad boy up. Hello? Can you... Nope. Hello? Hi! So close yet so far. If I just release this energy. Yoink. Oh my. This place is bigger than I thought. Okay, so you're full. I just need to open... I guess we'll have to go further afar. We'll have to go this way. Okay, where's the key? Give me the key. Don't really have any interest in reading that. The first one didn't say anything useful. Yeah, I already have that. So that up top needs to come down in order to power this way, but I can't get to it without a key, but I don't know where the key is. It's like one big circle.
Don't get too close! Silence!
Okay, so we're just going to ignore that and move on. So I can't do this side. This side already has something. Good for you. This side doesn't have anything, so we can work on this one maybe. That requires a puzzle to go up. And then this side doesn't have anything. It also is pretty darn intricate. Okay, let's start with this one. Down? Okay, sure, let's go. Okay. Okay. There's a hole up there. And I cannot get through here. Do I perchance go up and over then? Maybe. Nope. You shall not pass. Oh, I just saw this thing here. I didn't see it before. Lol. Excuse me. Can you... Oh, it disappeared. Oh, there it is. Can we... Yay! Probably could have swam actually with the speed that went at. Release. Oh, the water's gone. Hi. Random mechanical dogs that just came out of literally nowhere because this place was flooded 2 seconds ago. Sure. Makes perfect sense.
Is it what you wish to find? Hopefully the
That goes
excitement of
through
opening a
there,
treasure chest has at least
which
made
goes
it
through
a
to
worthwhile
here. Yeah, that's
experience.
cute and all. Sorry, but there was something back over here I want. Okay, back we go. Not here as well. So, we can now go up. Release. No. Go up. And then we'll release once we're up. Yay. Really? Oh no. Usually there's artifacts to get along the way. Rude. Right, we're going this way. Should we go through here first? Because it kind of looks like it's on the way, or... Should we do this first? Oh.